Welcome to AL-QALAM. Welcome to AL-QALAM. Welcome to AL-QALAM.
Mic test 1 2 3. Mic test 1 2 3.
Dan yi abin gannan in za a fara.
Ina live din? Tana yi live? Sun sa live? Ina ki fara, ina ki dan buga, dan taba. Kunna to.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. His Excellency the Executive Governor of Katsina State, Malam Dukurada, PhD, highly represented by the Secretary to the State Government, Abdullahi Garba Faskari, His Highness the Emir of Katsina, Alhaji Abdul Mumin Osman, highly represented by the Marafan Katsina, the Vice Chancellor, AL-QALAM University, Katsina, Professor Nasr Musa Yauri, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic, Dr. Armayao Zangu, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Administrative, Professor Amina Muhammad Sani, the Registrar, Malam Muhammad Sidi Kabir, other management staff present, the MD, CEO, ASR Africa Initiative, Dr. Oban Udo and his team, the Katsina State Chief Judge, Honorable Justice Musad Alade Abubakar, the Executive Secretary, Katsina Islamic Foundation, KIF Alhaji Aliyu Garba Kankara, the Provost, Federal College of Education, Katsina, highly represented by his deputy, Dr. Mustafa Sharif, Director, Katsina Institute of Technology and Management, the Director General, Hisba Board, Abu Ammar. Ladies and gentlemen, you are all welcome to the official commissioning of the Abdul Samad Rabi Administrative Building of the College of Allied Health Science today. Please can we all rise up for the national anthem?
Wie zo nou?
Sorry, please can we sit back when it is ready? We can stand up. Thank you.
Nigeria.
Please can we stand up? Okay, thank you. We can sit. We can sit down. The light is off. Thank you. At this junction, I would like to call on the Dean Student Affairs, Dr. Suleiman Gumi, to give us opening prayer.
صلوا على النبي الكريم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم اجعل اجتماعنا هذا اجتماعا مرحوما وتفرقنا من بعده تفرقا معصوما. اللهم لا تجعل فينا ولا معنا ولا بيننا شقيا ولا محروما. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.
That was the opening prayer by the Dean Student Affairs, Dr. Slim Suleiman Gumi. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, as we gather here to witness this remarkable milestone in the history of AL-QALAM University, KATSINA, it is only fitting that we hear from the visionary leader at the helm of this institution, a man of intellect, integrity, and unwavering commitment to the academic excellence, one whose leadership continues to chart new territories for the university and its future. Please join me as we warmly welcome the Vice Chancellor of AL-QALAM University, KATSINA, Professor Nasir Musa Yawi, to give his remarks. Round of applause, please.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of Allah, most beneficent, most merciful. May the peace and blessing of Allah be upon His Prophet Muhammad, his progeny, his companions, and all of us who followed in their footsteps. His Excellency Malam Diko Umar Radda, Executive Governor, Katsina State, ably represented by the Secretary to the State Government, Alhaji Abdullahi Garba Faskari, Attorney General and CJ Katsina State, Honorable Justice Musa Alladi, our elder and mentor, representative of our visitor and well-respected Emir of Katsina, who is represented today by the Marathon Katsina, the Executive Secretary of the Katsina Islamic Foundation, Alhaji Aliyu Garba Kankara, who is representing the body that was solely responsible for the establishment of this university, my brother and managing director of the ASR Africa Initiative and friend of the university, Dr. Ubon Udo, and members of his team who are here with us today, the provost of the Federal College of Education, a sister tertiary institution who have remained our friends and who have continued to give us support, who is ably represented by the Deputy Provost, our neighbors, the Katsina State Institute of Management and Technology, the Commandant General of the Hizbah, Mala Abu Amar, our very own, who is a graduate of this university, the General Manager of Kasama, Dr. Lawal Aminu Bala, Deputy deputy vice chancellors, members of the university management, deans, directors, heads of departments, friends of the universities who are here to rejoice with us on this momentous occasion, and all our committed and devoted staff of the university. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today is a day of joy because we are here to commission a project that has been deeply embedded in our minds, a project we have been waiting for, a facility that has been given to us by the generosity of the founder, chairman and CEO of the Bua Group of Companies, Alhaji Abdul Samad Rabi'u, who I can say without fear of contradiction has been a champion of education in Nigeria and in the rest of Africa. In the last few years, Alhaji Abdul Samad Rabi'u has committed himself to developing infrastructure, advancing research and staff development in universities in Nigeria and in other African countries. It's really a matter of joy that last year we started programs in the College of Allied Health Sciences, nursing, physiotherapy, human nutrition and dietetics, radiography. And we felt that we needed a building, a befitting infrastructure that can house these programs to showcase our commitment to providing quality health professionals for this country and beyond. We approach AS and Africa, they listened to our arguments and our positions. They appreciated the need to assist this community university, and therefore they availed us of funds that eventually culminated in the emergence of this magnificent structure you are seeing, which inshallah will be commissioned today. For me, as a Vice Chancellor, it is the first major donation of a project that I got during my term, and I will tell you, I will live to remember ASR Africa Initiative and the CEO, Alhaji Abdul Samad Rabi'u, for this very kind, generous and supportive gesture. Along the line, this university is lucky. This used to be our fence here. You can look across there, you will see a wall surrounding the university. Members of the KATSINA Islamic Foundation and management of the university approached Malam Deko Umaru Rada and told him, sir, amid the insecurity bedeviling this part of the country, we are bringing promising young men and women to study in our university, and our university is exposed because we do not have perimeter fencing. Malam Deko Umaru Rada expressed his surprise. You mean Vice Chancellor at that university? But I see when I said, okay, the wall is only at the front of the university. And he said, no, we cannot allow that to continue. We will do something about it. And believe me, within very good time, the KATSINA state government donated well over 1 billion naira for the construction of this perimeter fencing. And it is 70% or thereabout completed. KATSINA state government must be well appreciated, for they have continued to support this university. At its commencement, the whole of this land was donated for the first university. I say it was prior. It's not the first, only the first Islamic university. It's not only the first community university. AL-QALAM University, KATSINA, is the first university in the history of KATSINA state. And after that, the KATSINA state government also said, well, so you need facilities to do nursing. So you bring your children to do nursing, And believe me, or radiography, or physiotherapy, or human nutrition, or whatever program we'll be running from this college, be well guaranteed that we have standard facilities to run them. Because I remember His Excellency Masari will also went and say, sir, you see, this university, we may not be able to build our hospitals. If we build hospitals now, we need hostels, and we cannot even equip them. In my presence, he directed the Commissioner of Health to give this university a memorandum of understanding within 1 month, so that this university can utilize all hospitals in Katsina State. Honestly, people like Katsina State, institutions, governments like Katsina State, organizations like ASR and so on will remain dearly, very dear in our hearts. We'll never forget your kindness to this university. We know you understand the need to support AL-QALAM University, because I will also say it proudly that this is the only one of its kind in the whole of this country. I told the NUC Executive Secretary one time we were meeting, I said, this is the only truly private community non-profit university in the whole of Nigeria. And we are trying to see how we can generate more commitment from well-spirited individuals in Nigeria to assist a university that is not generating profit. For programs that are running at 4 million naira in other universities, 400,000 here. And you see, let me say it here before newsmen, that we have more academic staff than most private universities in Nigeria. I mean, I've been a member of the academic community, specifically the university community, for 30 years. Majority of our private universities will be having contract visiting part-time. But here we have full-time staff working for the university, employed by the university. And it will shock you to know that as of today, I don't think that there is any public university in Nigeria that is paying salaries in terms of quantity as much as we are paying in AL-QALAM University. You can do your homework and you can confirm. Because this university 2 years ago implemented the 35%, which public universities are still unable to do. We are proud of this institution. We are grateful for your support to the development of this university. We will come to continue to solicit. Nobody here is propriety profiting. Neither can I know anyone who is supporting this university, who is a founder, is collecting 1 million naira as returns from the activities of this university. It's a community university. We are charging just enough to cover our cost of operation, so that children from different backgrounds, including low income, can have a private university they can go to. This is perhaps the only private university in Nigeria where the son and daughter of a night watchman, we have them here. It will shock you. Night watchman, Megadi, they are coming here. 350 for a program, they will pay 100. After one semester, they will pay 100. Before the end of the session, they will pay 150. And their children will comfortably go through a proper and decent education. I will continue to support this university as I continue to pursue other callings in my life. I will never forget AL-QALAM University, because I know that in whatever capacity we are working, this institution deserves our support because of the philosophy upon which this university was founded. We are grateful to all of you who have spent time to come here and commission this project with us. We welcome you all to this event, and we pray that Allah will give us a successful program and will return us back to our various destinations safely. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
That was the welcoming address by the Vice Chancellor, AL-QALAM University, Katsina, Professor Nasir Musa Yaruli. With your kind permission, the Vice Chancellor, I would like to welcome the Chairman, Katsina Islamic Foundation, KIF Al-Hajj Biya Sanda, Khadim al-Islam. You're welcome, sir. This beautiful edifice we are gathered to commission today, the Abdul Samad Rabiu Administrative Building, stands not only as a structure, but as a symbol of vision, generosity, and impact. The man who leads the Abdul Samad Rabiu Initiative, ASR Africa, is a seasoned administrator and development strategist whose passion for education and nation building continues to echo across Nigeria. But above all, he represents the philosophy of a remarkable philanthropist and business icon, the chairman of World Group Alhaji Abdul Samad Rabiu, CON. Through the ASR Africa initiative, his work has touched lives and transformed communities. It is my honor to now invite the Managing Director and CEO of ASR Africa, Dr. Oban Udo, to deliver a special address on behalf of the initiative. Please a round of applause for him.
The Executive Governor of KATSINA State, ably represented by the Secretary to the State Government, the Chief Judge of the State and Attorney General here present, the Vice Chancellor of the University and the management of AL-QALAM University, members of the university community, distinguished guests and beneficiaries of this project, please permit me to very respectfully stand on the established protocols. As introduced, my name is Dr. Uban Udo. I'm the Managing Director of the Abdul Samad Rabiu Initiative for Africa. And I think I'm doubly pleased to be here. Like the Vice Chancellor said, this has been a journey that has spanned a few months. And to see this building completed and being commissioned is also a thing of joy for us as an organization. So I'll start by congratulating the university community and the Vice Chancellor and management of this institution on achieving this. I always like to give some context on how we got here and who we are. ASR Africa is the Abdul Samad Rabiu Initiative for Africa, and like they said earlier, is the brainchild of Alhaji Abdul Samad Rabiu, who I'm sure we all know as the chairman of World Group. Alhaji Abdul Samad Rabiu, as part of his commitment to being a part of sustainable solutions, not just in Nigeria, but across Africa, has committed $100 million every year to providing support and creating solutions in the areas of health, education, and social development. The areas of health, education, and social development, of course, were selected for the obvious reasons. The deepest challenges we face in Nigeria and across Africa are in these three areas. As part of this project, Alhaji Abdul Samad Rabiu has focused major schemes in each of these sectors. For the health, we have what we call our tertiary health system support grants, where we've given, through the benevolence of Alhaji Abdul Samad Rabiu, 2.5 billion naira to 4 states for tertiary level interventions. The Kwara Oncology Center in Kwara State that is going to supply services for the region, the School of Nursing in Sokoto State, a Mother and Child Hospital in Ondo State, and we're supporting the equipping and renovation of the Stella Obasanjo Hospital in Edo State. As part of our social development projects, I think the flagship project we could talk about here is the security sector support grants, where Alhaji Abdul Samad Rabiu committed 10 billion naira to support the armed forces and security agencies in Nigeria. With this grant, awarding 2 billion naira each to the Army, Air Force, and Navy, and 500 million naira each to the other paramilitary services. These services are building hospitals, specialist hospitals, accommodations for their men, office complexes, and applying this fund to equipment, training, capacity development to enable these services to be able to conduct their role in providing safety and security for us all. With education, Alhaji Abdul Samad Rabiu, who believes and understands that education is the foundation for everything else. Education is the only way we can create experts in all the other fields. He's passionate about education, and I think proof of this is the fact that of all our international projects. We have 16 international projects across 3 African countries. All of them are education projects. We have what we call the tertiary education grants. Al-QALAM University is a beneficiary of this grant. 22 universities were given grants of 250 million naira each. 6 universities were given grants of 1 billion naira each. 2 other universities were given special grants of 5 billion naira and 2.5 billion naira across Nigeria. 30 universities have benefited from this grant from Alaja Bisumagadi. This partnership with Al-QALAM University has been very unique. Unique in the sense that, first of all, leadership is fundamental to any kind of success. And the leadership we see here, not just from the chairman and the board of Al-QALAM University, but from the vice chancellor himself, has been outstanding. I'm sure you all know, and I don't have to tell you, Professor Wari, my brother, is a very passionate man, very focused, and when he wants something, believe me, he's going to get it. I recall when the first time we met, when he came to present the needs to ASR Africa in our office, and I explained to him, well, you know, the board of ASR has to still, we need to make your submissions to the board and get approval for the chairman. And he said, hey, and I can assure you the confidence with which he said it, I was not watching. We've been able to do here, because part of Alaja Bisumagadi's vision for a better Nigeria and a better Africa, and I'd like to say this, is for us to be able to solve our own problems, for us to look inwards. We have the capacity, we have the resources. If we channel them appropriately, we have the individuals who can make a sustainable difference. And these sustainable differences can be the transformative moments of change. I want to say that we've learned from this partnership with Al-QALAM University that we cannot go beyond just building sustainable partnerships to building value-based friendships. And like the VC said, ASR Africa and Al-QALAM University are beyond strategic partners now. We're friends with the foundational sense of exchanging value. Thank you. I want to, on behalf of Alaja Bisumagadi, congratulate you again for this landmark event. This is a very special day. I want to assure you that we're always going to be here as your partners. This will not be a one-off. We like to do what we call high engagement philanthropy. High engagement philanthropy means that we're not just going to provide infrastructure, we're also going to look at our other partners, providing other academic resources, virtual learning, STEM courses, things that can boost and improve the ability of the university to provide and share and exchange knowledge. So these linkages will be made so that this interact with their colleagues in the global stage. Congratulations, Al-QALAM University. Congratulations to the people of KATSINA State. God bless you all. And we look forward to commissioning more projects with you, inshallah. Thank you.
That was the special address by the Managing Director, CEO, ASR Africa, Dr. Uban Udo. Thank you, sir. At this junction, I would like to invite the Dean College of Allied Health Sciences, Dr. Mahmoud Amiri, for vote of thanks.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Tabashara fi sirri wa yassirli amri wa halilu uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the College of Allied Health Sciences, I have the honor of delivering this vote of thanks for today's historic commissioning ceremony. We express our profound gratitude to the Abdul Samad Rabiu Africa Initiative for the generous donation of this administrative building, which is a landmark structure that will serve as the new heart of academic and administrative life within our college. With multiple offices, seminar rooms, and meeting rooms, as you are about to see, this facility is not only a physical upgrade, it is a strategic investment in the future of health sciences education, not only in Katsina State, but in the entire country. ASR Africa's mission to strengthen education, health, and social development across the continent is well known, as highlighted by the representative of ASR Africa. Today's gesture stands as a living example of that mission in action. First of all, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all the blessings He has endowed on this university and particularly on our college. We also thank Alhaji Abdul Samad Rabiu, founder of ASR Africa, and the delegation representing him here today. May this partnership grow stronger in years to come. We also sincerely thank our distinguished guests, dignitaries, whose presence I would like to honor. The representative of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Katsina State, in person of the Secretary to the State Government, we thank you for your support of education in the state. The representative of His Highness, the Emir of Katsina, in person of the Marathon Katsina, we also thank you for your guidance and your fatherly presence as well. Honorable Justice Musa Khalid Abubakar, Chief Judge of Katsina State, we also appreciate your continued encouragement, sir. Our heartfelt thanks also go to representatives of Katsina State House of Assembly and the Honorable Commissioner for Higher Education and Health for their commitment to progress in the state. We recognize the Chairman and Executive Secretary of Katsina Islamic Foundation and the Board of Trustees of AL-QALAM University, as well as the Secretary to the Katsina Islamic Foundation as well. We also recognize our esteemed guests from sister institutions, including Vice Chancellor of Umar Musa Yar'Adua University or his representative, the Provost of the Federal College of Education, Katsina, and the Katsina State Institute of Management. The directors of Hassan Usman Katsina Polytechnic and is also we are also highly grateful for your presence, sir. To the university's Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, Council members, and our Vice Chancellor, we thank you for your leadership that made today possible. To all our esteemed guests that I have not mentioned, please forgive my shortcomings, but we are truly grateful for honoring our invitation. To the staff and students of the College of Allied Health Sciences, this is our building, your building. Let us honor the gift by living up to the ideals it represents, that is integrity, diligence, and service to humanity. As Dean, I am personally moved by what this building symbolizes. That is the growing confidence in our college's vision and potential. With facilities like this, we are better positioned to train competent healthcare professionals who will serve Katsina State, Nigeria, and even beyond the boundaries of Africa. I sincerely thank the organizing committee, protocol officers, technical staff, media, and everyone whose work made today's event a success. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward all contributors, donors, and well-wishers abundantly. Thank you all for coming. May you return safely to your destinations. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
That was the vote of thanks by Dr. Mahmoud Amin, Dean College of Allied Health Sciences. We are come to the final moment in today's event, the keynote address by our special guest of honor. He is a leader who embodies service, vision, and the will to elevate Katsina State through strategic partnership and transformative projects. A governor committed to education, youth empowerment, and infrastructure growth. Please join me in welcoming the representative of His Excellency the Executive Governor of Katsina State, Madam Dukko, PhD, the SSG, Abdullahi Garba Faskari, PhD, as he delivers the keynote address of this historic commission. Please, resounding of applause for him. Thank you.
Welcome to Alipu.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. The Honorable Chief Judge of Katsina State, Honorable Justice Musa Daladi Abubakar, the Vice Chancellor of AL-QALAM University, Professor Nasir Musa Yauri, the Managing Director and CEO of ASR Africa Initiative, Dr. Uban Odo, the Chairman Katsina Islamic Foundation, the Secretary General Katsina Islamic Foundation, the representative of His Royal Highness the Emir of Katsina, heads of other tertiary institutions and their representatives here present, the Commander of His Katsina State, other members of the Board of Trustees of the Islamic Foundation here present, the management staff, coordinator, GM, Government State Asset Management, and other top government functionaries here present, the management of the university, our distinguished members of the university community here present, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. I stand before you today representing His Excellency the Governor of Katsina State, Madam Dukko Umaru Rada, and I am delighted to be with you in this all-important occasion, marking the commissioning of the Abdul Samad Dolabi Administrative Bureau of the College of Allied Health Sciences. Today is a historic day in the history of AL-QALAM University and the education in Katsina State. We have had the Vice Chancellor sharing comments on the government of Katsina State, and I want to state that it is in the nature and the character of the Katsina State government to support education, not only as a responsibility of the government, but equally to extend where to the institutions which are not even under the control of the government. Like he has said, if you recall, it is not only AL-QALAM. When the Federal University of Uzama was established, the one for KATSINA State was the first to take off because of the support given by the KATSINA State government. The KATSINA State government provided a temporary site, a complete secondary school was handed over to the university there. And I was opportunity to witness that event because then I was the Commissioner of Education and I handed over the temporary site for the Puma in Dusama, a complete secondary school. Not only that, the state government gave a grant of 1 billion a year for the takeoff of the university, a federal institution. And that was why, out of the 6 normal universities established in the country, the Puma was the first to take out because of the support and the contribution of the state government. And the government had called to intervene in a number of universities like BK, AU, that is outside the state. And within the state, the Federal College of Education, there was intervention from the state government. And recently, you can remember the establishment by federal government of the University of Medical and Health Sciences in Pluto. Equally, the state government donated a temporary site for the takeoff of the university and committed multi-billions for improvement of structure and facilities for the commencement program in that university. So there are so many interventions that still count, and for the AL-QALAM University, you have had the support of the government from the president, just like so. And I want to see this opportunity to commend the effort of the Summit Radio Africa Initiative for this elegant structure, for the provision of this elegant structure for the development of education in AL-QALAM University, KATSINA, and in Nigeria as a whole. I do hope that the university authority will take good care of the facility so that it will take maximum benefit of the facility. And I want to take this opportunity on behalf of His Excellency the Governor to call on all other well-meaning individuals and organizations to support education. Because when education is supported, it is for the benefit of society as a whole. And it is heartwarming to note that the Summit Radio initiative is discharging its corporate responsibility diligently, and we do pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept this donation and the numerous other donations done by the organization, to accept it as to Jaria. And we do want to pray for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to support all those who have in one way or the other contributed in the development of education and in making this possible. And we are looking forward for more support from all main individuals and organizations for the betterment of our society. Now, with these few remarks, while I was sitting there, the Secretary General of KATSINA Islamic Foundation drew my attention that I told him that may not be necessary, but then on a second thought, then I said, okay, I think I'll have a duty to do that. Honorable Chief Judge here was introduced as Attorney General and Chief Judge of KATSINA State. No, that was and that is a kind of misstatement, and I want to just simply just clear it. Why? Because of a number of reasons. One, as in my own humble position of being a former Attorney General, now he's referred to as Attorney General. Yes, and I think I shouldn't allow that to go. And if for the second point, in my own humble position of being a former dean of the Faculty of Law by Harvard University, and so as a law student and as a law teacher, I think I have a duty, and even a religious duty for that matter, to make a little clarification. The government, like all of a number of us are aware, is divided into three organs. You have the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. Now, the governor, of course, is the head of the executive, and the attorney general is part of the executive. Now, the speaker of the House of Assembly is the head of the legislature, whereas the honorable chief judge is the head of the judiciary. So there are three distinct organs being headed by three distinct personalities. And I think with this little information, I wouldn't want to allow that to go because some of us might have heard that statement, may take it and amplify it. So that is why I consider it as a duty to make this little clarification in my own position as a humble law student. Thank you very much. So without taking much of your time, I think I'll stop here. I want to see this opportunity to once again congratulate AL-QALAM University and the university community and the university, the education for this all element and the important structure being donated to the AL-QALAM University for the betterment of the faculty of health and allied sciences. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala support each and every one of us who are here in this important order and may take us safely back to our respective destination after this. Okay. Thank you and may God bless.
Now the keynote address by the representative of His Excellency, Dr. Abdullahi Baba Faskari, and thank you, sir, for the correction. I'm sorry for that. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the pinnacle moment of special occasion, the official commissioning of leave and cutting ceremony of the Abdul Samad Rabiu Administrative Building here at the College of Allied Sciences, AL-QALAM University, KATSINA. This magnificent structure is not just a building, it is a legacy of impact, a testament to the power of partnership, a gift to the future of education in KATSINA State and beyond. To lead us in the symbolic act of commissioning, I would like to respectfully invite the representative of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of KATSINA State, the representative of His Royal Highness, the Emir of KATSINA State, the Vice Chancellor of AL-QALAM University, KATSINA, and other distinguished dignitaries as directed, joining the MD ASR as we step forward for the ribbon cutting officially opening of this landmark of structure to the service of the student, lecturers, and society. Thank you.
Katsina Radio Africa Initiative. The mission of Radio Germany Africa. Thank you, everybody, and congratulations.
My camera light, that camera. Mobile. مباشرة. ina mubashir har wannan musa mun haji wannan hanya kuwa